guys, how's it going? Ported MAC 110. I'm pulling the engine out to do the timing advance, so I thought I'd bring this along. Just give me a sec, I've got to grab the T handle. I need a new phone clamp. I've been meaning to get one, but we'll see how that goes. Just grab my steel T handle for carbs. Should be here. Should be here already. Not looking like it. Excuse the mess. There it is, I was looking right at it. Genuine steel part. Okay, so you've got an engine screw here. So if you don't know, take your idle screw out, your choke lever, air filter cover, undo the 3 bolts to hold the recoil on. I undo this top engine bolt first. Then you've got one in here. Third one's there. I normally do this with the impact drill. It's quicker. Undo the 3 engine bolts. Just to save time, I'll take the handle off. Take the 3 bolts out of these, out of this rear handle. Just makes getting the spark plug boot or the spark plug lead in and out easier than trying to shove it through this handle. And I think this makes it easier to get the spark plug out. Don't have to remove the spark plug to get the engine out, just the boot. Take those 3 screws out and that metal bracing, and the handle would pop straight off if I had the spark plug, boot, wire, rear handle's off, engine's loose. So now we take that screw and this one down here off. So it holds the fuel tank and the front cover in, and the engine. I need a smaller tripod to do this. In my old house I used to use my iPad with an iPad holder. There you have it. Manual oiler comes off as well. I've got electrical tape wrapped around that a little bit because it's a little bit worn, the hole. So they're off. Fuel tank pops out. Fuel hose has a little like a little channel there in the casing that it sits in. So you just get a screwdriver. And pry that up. That fuel hose actually didn't stay there where it's supposed to sit, so it's coming out with the tank. I'll just push this back to where it sits. I'll get the tuning screwdriver in there. Hold that in place. Fuel tank comes off. There's a felt filter in there. Where'd that screwdriver go? Same place. Same place the that washer went last time. Okay, so now the engine. Disconnect the plug wire. Take that air filter seal off. Now the engine should just come out with a little bit, no, hang on a minute. Throttle linkage is in there. You've got to take that off, so put your magnets for your flywheel up. Pop the throttle linkage out of the trigger. I normally use the tuning screwdriver for this, but it just took off. It's been a bit of a pain because of the angle I'm trying to do it on. Take that off, lay it around there on the flywheel, and now the engine should come straight out. Like so. Still rather clean in there. I've ran it a fair bit. Put that over there. That just unplugged. You know what? I can put it there. There you have it, the engine's out. Throttle linkage is there, see that? Make sure your magnets are there so it sits in place. Actually, that's not the magnet, it's the next one. There we go. But we're taking that off, flywheel. So, I think that's 13 mil. Let me see if I can find it. That's 14, it is 13, or half inch. on it, impact socket, 1/2 inch 13mm, my Aga Dugger, and my Aga Dugger will have to go back over here. I do have a rubber mallet somewhere. That somewhere is, I don't know. I do have a 2-arm puller. Actually, I'll use a puller. Just to make it right. That's a 14mm. Uh, 14mm ratchet spinner. Okay. Now we've got the key. Oh, where's the cap for the bloody points? It's not on there. Surprised it still goes. Okay. I can see the key. That other tool's somewhere else. Long nose are pointless for getting this out. I need okay, there's the key. So literally all I'm going to do is what I always do. I'm going to use a points file. In my vise, mount the keyway in somehow. I don't think it's going to work. Mind if I put them in the light? In the vise. Points file. Raker file. Might have to use vice grips, I think. Because I have to use vice grips to do half the key and then the second half of the key. It's not thick enough for the vice to hold. So I mount them in the vice grips. Put the vice grips in the vice. 5 to 8 thou. Is the number. About that much. Snip it up a little bit more, spin it around. It's about 10 swipes with the raker file. Well, that's what I'm going. About there. We'll see how much movement it gives us. It goes back over here. All over the shop. I didn't know you could pause. Move the light back over here. Actually, I'll spin it. How's that? That's better. Okay. Now, slide the flywheel on. I'm going to have to pull the spark plug out, which is a 5/8. 5/8. Get the old Sid chrome out. Excuse me. Piston stop. I've got one here somewhere. Right there. Okay. So this is the way the engine turns. So we've only got about 1 degree of advancement. Take it back off. The key's in the flywheel now. You could file out the slot on the flywheel, but I've done that before and wrecked the flywheel, especially the ones with the key built into the flywheel. I've stuffed one before. Was a steel, no, it was a Husky something, 345 or something. Okay, so now we're going to file it down a bit more. Just using a file out of a 2-in-1 sharpener. That's clearly thinner than than it was. Spin it around. I won't go as far down tightening it. And lose it just like that. Wherever that is where the screwdriver and that is. Just give me a sec. Unless it flung onto the table, but I don't see it happening. I'll have to pause this and come back when I find it. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. I had to take another one out, couldn't find it. You watch, I'll find it when I put it together now. So I've just ripped off the keyway out of another one. I'll turn it up the other way because that'll give me the movement I need in the flywheel. On the flywheel. Now let's have a look. Not much. Not much advancement at all. Probably 2-3 degrees. You know what, I'll just try that. Where's the nut? There. This is all I got. do it this way. Hold tension on the piston stop. Done. There you have it. Timing advance on a Mini Mac 110. Thanks for watching, Uru. We'll give it a test run soon.